Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Courtney. Today I have got some easy Dollar Tree DIYs that would make great gift ideas for any occasion, whether it's birthday, anniversary, Valentine, Christmas. They also would just be great home decor items for you to put in your home. One of the signs I'm making today is something you can make one time, yet have it change with all the seasons just by giving it a little spin, spin, spin. Thank you to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get into it. Now, I know I've said this before, but this literally is the world's easiest DIY. All you need is a Dollar Tree cutting board, and what we are essentially making is a little breakfast plate. So you're going to take your sticker, put it down at the bottom, and this is a great gift idea because you could use this for slumber parties, and instead of saying good morning sunshine, you could change sunshine to the child's name, and then they have a little thing to take home. You could do a little charcuterie breakfast plate here. You could do this as something for breakfast in bed. A great gift idea to include a mug and maybe some cinnamon roll mix. It's just a great, easy little gift idea. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to be making over this little house. So the first step is just to go ahead and paint the back of the house with some white chalk paint. Once it is nice and painted and dry, I'm going to go ahead and prep the little roof that I want to make. I kind of wanted to enhance this house a little bit. So I'm going to be using some painter sticks. You can get a 10-pack of painter sticks for 99 cents from the hardware store. And I'm just going to go ahead and measure out. I'm going to want 4 pieces of the painter sticks so that the roof kind of hangs over the front and the back of the house. Then using my trusty miter shears, which I absolutely love. If you don't have some of these, get yourself some. They are linked down below. Trust me, you will love having these in your arsenal. I'm going to go ahead and just measure these and cut them with my shears. And then once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of the brown wax on them and just put that all over the front, the sides, and the back. While those are drying, I'm going to go ahead and make a decal on my Cricut, and I have a little giveaway associated, so stay tuned for that. I get tons of questions about Cricut Design Space, so let me tell you how easy it is to use Cricut Design Space to make decal. Cricut Design Space is the free program that you will download once you buy a Cricut, and it's where I create my projects. So when you open it up, just very quickly, this first row here is going to show you all the projects that you have made. The next section is going to show you Cricut Access projects, which is their monthly subscription, or you can pay for it annually, where you will have access to tons and tons of projects like this one that will give you directions, the materials you need, everything about the project, and you can customize those by tweaking them a little or just send it straight to your cutting machine. And then there's also a section for the community, which are Cricut users who upload projects that they have made that you can also make. Now, how do I create my decals? So once I'm going to go up here at the top and I'm just going to click Canvas. This will open up basically my canvas. And some things about Cricut Design Space that are very helpful and that I use the most are, for instance, these images. You can put any image that you have downloaded onto your computer up into Cricut Design Space. You can also access, if you're part of their Access subscription, any of the images they have. I highly recommend considering joining that. It is so great to be able to access all these different images. It's super easy to do. You just click the one you want and hit insert image and it'll pop up. Now, we're working with text today. So I'm going to click the text and then I'm going to go ahead and type in what I want to say. So for this little house project, it's going to be Home Sweet Home. And one thing I love is that there are tons and tons of fonts available for Cricut Access members. There are also some fonts that they do charge. Everybody has to pay. Disney is one of those. You pay $6.99, but then you can use it. You can also use any fonts that you already have on your computer. Now, I'm going to quick search a font that I use quite often. It's called Four Seasons, and I just love this font. And once I get it changed, then I need to work on sizing. So there's 3 ways that you can essentially size your font. The first way is just to click this bottom right and go ahead and just move it around until you get the measurement you want. Cricut will auto adjust the ratio of the width and the height to each other, which makes it really nice. The next way is you can go up at the top and let's say you want it to be 5 inches wide. Cricut will auto adjust the height for you and vice versa so that your letters are in ratio. But then there's also one more option. This little lock button on the bottom left, if you click it, you can go in and put a custom measurement. So I measured the little house and I had an area of 3 by 3 that I could work with. But here I'm just kind of showing you, you can pretty much type in anything. So let's say 8 by 5. And then again, you can size it, but notice when I'm dragging the right, these are not in ratio. This is Cricut saying, hey, look, you unlocked it. This is all you. You size it how you want to size it. We are not going to help you out in any shape or form. That's basically what that means. Then once you lock it again, of course, it will keep it in ratio for you. Now, you can go up here. There's a couple of adjustments. You can align the text for you, whether it's center, right, or left. And then there's 2 other options that I do use quite frequently, which is letter spacing and line spacing. The line spacing is going to squish your lines of text closer together. And then, of course, the letter was pushing the letters together, which is a great feature. I do use those quite often, so definitely use those to your advantage. And then once you get it sized exactly how you want it, all you have to do is save it and then go and click that green Make It button at the top right corner. Once it's saved, I am ready to go ahead and hit that Make It button. So up here on the right corner, these are all the machines I have. I'm going to select the Joy because that's what I'm going to be using. And then I'm going to click Make It. It's going to go ahead and send it right here. I'm going to go ahead and select on a mat because I'm not using the Cricut Smart Vinyl. You don't need a mat for that, but if you're using any other vinyl, you do need to use a Cricut mat. Once you get to this page, let's say you wanted to make, I don't know, 20 decals. You can tell it, hey, I need you to cut this project 20 times, 9 times, whatever. It's going to show you how many cuts. It's all in one cut, so I'm not having multiple mats. Here it gives you an option again if you want to change the material you're using, but I'm going to stick with on the mat. And then this is your mat size here, and I'm just using the smaller mat for the Cricut Joy. The mirror thing is for iron-on, which I will talk about in another time when I do a project. And then the final step here is you can move this around. If this is beneficial if you're going to be putting different pieces of vinyl on one mat, that's very helpful. And then you just go ahead and send it. Then you need to select your material. So Cricut has a browse all materials and you literally can scroll through and find the one that you want. I seem to use the same 4 materials over and over again, so I got those starred and they show up in my favorites, which is really nice because they're always just right there. And I'm just going to click Premium Vinyl. And then for the Cricut Joy, you just go ahead and load the mat, hit go, and it'll start cutting. All right, now I'm ready to go ahead and put my decal onto my house. Now you'll notice I have 2 here. So this is my little mini giveaway. I'm gonna mail one of these to one of you. All you have to do is drop the house emoji down in the comments or just type the word house if you don't have the house emoji. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. One thing I love about this transfer tape is I do use it a couple different times. People have asked me that before. So I won't just do a one-time use and throw it away. I'll use it about 2 or 3 times. And then this transfer tape is actually really great for also distressing. You just take the tape when you've used it 2 or 3 times and you're not going to use it again. Just use that to pull off paint instead of sanding or dry brushing, and it works great. Once the sticker was down on the house, I am ready to attach my roof. So I'm just going to use some hot glue to put my painter sticks to the top, and I'm just going to put them 2 by 2 and just have a little bit of a ledge hanging off on the front as well as on the back. And then the last thing is I wanted to add a little greenery to it, so I'm just going to use a little bit of this garland. This came from the dollar spot at Target probably 3 years ago, and I'm still working on it. So I'm just going to cut a little strand of it and then just make it into a little wreath, hot glue that directly. And the only other thing I decided to do was I was going to leave the sides just the natural color of this house, but I went ahead and went in and painted them white just to kind of pull it together. And then this little piece is all finished. This would make a great little housewarming gift for someone, or even just something easy that you could throw on a tray or a bookshelf or just somewhere around your house. This DIY, you're going to be using a craft paper roll. Now, I'm sure many of you have seen how to make the scroll sign using this from Dollar Tree, but this is the one that you can make multi-season. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to open up my paper, and then I'm going to spin the top about 5 times so that I have some of the scroll up at the top, and then I'll just kind of hold that in place. You can use paper clips or just something to kind of hold it, and then I'll be ready to just go ahead and directly attach my design that I cut out on Cricut Design Space. I will link all of these files that I used down below in the description box if you want to make these. But here's the thing, if you want to make this a multi-seasonal piece, then what you would do is after you put your sign down, so I'm going to do Let's Stay in Bed, go ahead and leave about a foot of space. Then put down your next decal design. Again, leave about a foot of space. Put your third one on, or however many you want to do, and then all you have to do is just roll it up. So for instance, I would start with Let's Stay in Bed, and then let's say the next one said Grateful, Thankful, Blessed, and then maybe one that says Merry Christmas. And you can just roll it, one sign to hang up in your room or wherever you put it, but then 3 seasonal signs to actually use with it. So I'm going to make this a little more permanent just because I want it to be done. So I'm going to use some hot glue to hold my scroll in place, but if you're going to make this seasonal, you're just going to want to use paper clips so that you can go ahead and roll and change it out. The last step on this project is to go ahead and attach your rope. Now you could string your rope all the way through it if you don't want to hot glue it, especially if you are going to make a seasonal one, then you're not going to want to hot glue at the top because it will attach to it. So you're going to want to feed your rope all the way through the scroll paper and then tie it up, but you can hide the knot inside the tube if that makes sense. But since I'm making this one a little more permanent, I'm just going to directly glue my rope into the scroll on one side and then do the same on the other, and then that's what I'll use to hang my sign. This last DIY, I'm going to be making over a clearance sign that I found from Hobby Lobby. This is also another great housewarming gift idea, or just even a great gift for your own home. It's a Where Have You Lived sign, and all I did was just paint the back of this. You could easily get a frame from Dollar Tree if you wanted to, or a piece of foam board if you wanted to make a larger sign and then frame it out with some painter's sticks. And then all I did was go in and type the cities of where we have lived. The design is up to you how you would want to do that. And that's it. That's as easy as this sign gets. I mean, I'm telling you, easy gift ideas that you could give anybody for any reason. There you have it, 4 really easy DIYs that would make great gifts throughout the year for anybody, as well as great home decor ideas for you. Let me know down below which one of these was your favorite. Also, let me know what is your go-to easy DIY gift idea. Don't forget to drop that house emoji if you want to try to win that little decal. I'll announce the winner on Friday, February 5th by leaving a comment under your comment, as well as posting it in the community tab. Here are a couple more videos you might enjoy. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.